Hey everyone, today's video is about when your kidnapper calls them for money. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The evening starts off like any other, calm, quiet, and filled with the comforting presence of your two lovers. Bakugo and Kirishima had been planning a movie night for the three of you, complete with your favorite snacks and a selection of films that each of you had a hand in choosing. The atmosphere was warm, their playful banter filling the air as they debate which movie to watch first. You felt safe, content, and deeply loved. But that sense of security shatters in a moment. You had stepped out for just a moment to grab something from the car. It was supposed to be very quick, just in and out. But as soon as you reached the parking lot, you felt a sharp pain at the back of your head, and everything goes black. When you regain consciousness, you are tied to a chair in a dimly lit room. Your heart throbs, and panic rises in your chest as you realize what has happened. You've been kidnapped. The cold metal of the ropes digging into your wrists was a harsh reminder of your situation. Your breath quickens, and you try to stay calm, clinging to the thought of Bakugo and Kirishima, knowing they'll do everything in their power to find you. Footsteps approach, and the man steps into the light, his face obscured by the mask. His voice was calm, almost amused as he crouched down in front of you. "Finally awake, are we?" He sneers, reaching out to brush a strand of hair away from your face. You recoil, but there's nowhere to go. You know, you're worth quite a lot to certain people, to heroes in particular. I'm sure they'll pay handsomely to get you back. You glare at him, trying to muster as much defiance as you can. "They'll find you, and when they do, you'll wish that you never laid a hand on me." The man chuckles, standing up and walking over to a table where your phone lies. "Oh, I'm counting on it. Now let's make that call, shall we?" He dials Bakugo's number, and your heart races as you hear it ringing. The line picks up almost immediately. "Where the hell are you?" Bakugo's voice was sharp, worried. "You've been gone too long. Answer me." The man leans in, his voice dripping with malice. "Bakugo Katsuki, isn't it? I have something of yours." There's a brief, tense silence on the other end. Before Bakugo speaks again, he's tone deadly. "Who the heck are you? And what have you done?" "Nothing yet." The man replies casually, "But all that depends on you and your little red-haired friend. If you do want your lover back in one piece, you'll do exactly as I say." You hear Kirishima's voice in the background, frantic and full of concern. "What's going on, Katsuki? Is that—" The kidnapper smirks as he presses the phone closer to you. "Say hello, sweetheart. Let them know that you're still breathing." Your voice trembles as you speak, trying to stay strong for them. "Katsuki, Iji, I'm okay. Don't do anything stupid." The sharp intake of breath on the other end, and Baku's voice becomes even more dangerous. "If you hurt them, I'll rip you apart with my bare hands." "No, let's not make threats." The man chides, pulling the phone back to his mouth. "Here's the deal. I want 10 million yen, delivered to the location I'll send you in exactly 3 hours. No cops and no tricks. Or you can say goodbye to them forever." "You're dead." Bakugo growls, his voice shaking with barely contained rage. "You're freaking dead." Kirishima's voice cuts through, desperate and pleading. "Please, we'll get the money. Just don't hurt them, okay? We'll do whatever you want." The man ends the call with a smirk, tossing the phone back onto the table. He looks at you with a sickening grin. "Now we wait. Let's see how much your heroes take care of you." Terror grips you, but you know Kirishima and Bakugo care about you. They'll come for you, and there's no doubt about that. You just have to hold on until then. Meanwhile, back at your apartment, Bakugo is pacing the living room, his hands clenched into fists. His mind races with a mix of fear and fury. Every second that passes without you by his side, feeling like an eternity to him. Kirishima stands nearby, trying to stay calm despite the terror gnawing at his heart. Katsuki, we have to think rationally, Kirishima says, though his voice trembles slightly. We can't let this guy hurt them. We need a plan. Bakugo rolls on him, his eyes blazing. You think I don't know that? He snaps, but there's no real anger directed at Kirishima, only frustration and fear. I'm not letting that bastard get away with us. Kirishima takes a deep breath, placing a firm hand on Bakugo's shoulder. And we won't. We're going to get them back, no matter what it takes. But we can't just go in like that. We need to outsmart this guy. Bakugo's jaw clenches as he nods, forcing himself to think rationally. We'll get the money, but we'll track the location. I'm not just handing them over without knowing where they are. Kirishima agrees, already dialing a number on his phone. I'll call in some favors. We need to do this right. We're not losing them. Back in the dimly lit room, time seems to crawl. The kidnapper paces back and forth, occasionally glancing at the clock. You can feel the tension in the air, the impending confrontation weighing heavily on you. But despite your fear, you refuse to let them see you break. Your boyfriends are probably losing their minds right now. He taunts, leaning back against the wall. It's a shame that you got caught up in this, really. But that's what happens when you get involved with heroes. Someone always gets hurt. You don't respond, keeping your focus on the thought of Bakugo and Kirishima coming to save you. You knew that they were planning something. There's no way they'll just hand over the money without a fight. The minutes tick by, each one stretching longer than the last. Then finally, your captor's phone buzzes. He looks at it and grins. Right on time, he says, pocketing the phone and grabbing you by the arm. He drags you to your feet, and you wince as the ropes cut into your skin. Time to go. Your knight in shining armor is waiting. He forces you out of the room. Evan waits nearby, and he shoves you into the back, slamming the door shut behind you. You're blindfolded, the darkness pressing in on you as the vent starts moving. Eventually it comes to a stop, and you're roughly pulled out. The blindfold was ripped off, and you're faced with an empty warehouse. Stay quiet, and maybe this won't be as painful as it could be. He warns, pushing you towards the center of the warehouse. He pulls out his phone, typing out a quick message before shoving it back into his pocket. You stand there, and then the large doors of the warehouse creak open, and you see them, standing side by side. Bakugo's eyes were filled with angerness, and Kirishima's expression was deadly serious. So, where's my money? The kidnapper smirks, stepping forward with his hand outstretched. Bakugo narrows his eyes, throwing the duffel bag onto the ground. Right here. Now let them go. Kirishima's voice is steady. You got what you wanted. Don't make this harder on yourself. The kidnapper chuckles darkly, kicking the bag open and inspecting the cash. Looks like it's all in here. But I think I'd hold on to them a little longer, just to make sure you two don't try anything funny. And that's all Bakugo needed to hear. With a roar of anger, he lunges forward, an explosion propelling him across the distance in an instant. The kidnapper barely has time to react before Bakugo's fist slams into his gut, sending him flying back. Kirishima is at your side, his hands moving quickly to untie the rope. Are you okay? He asks. Yes, I am. I knew you'd come. Kirishima pulls you into a tight embrace, his strong arms holding you as if he never wants to let you go. I'm sorry this happened, okay? We're not letting you out of our sight again. I'm just glad you both found me. I knew you would. We should have been there. Bakugo finally mutters. I swear I'll kill anyone who tries to hurt you again. I'm safe now, thanks to you two, and that's all that matters. We're just glad you're okay, Wayan. You're everything to us. And we'll keep you safe, no matter what. And the three of you stay there for a moment longer, wrapped in each other's arms, the weight of what just happened slowly lifting, as you find comfort in the presence. And later, in the apartment, You were surrounded by their love and protection. You finally let yourself relax completely, drifting into a peaceful sleep, knowing that no matter what happens, you'll always have each other. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye!